one of those nights where you have to be on your toes, Jack, especially in the field. The wind is blowing out to left field, so that might help the hitters a little bit, and it's not to help the defense.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, just looking at it, it's great. Honestly, it's very blue skies, very green out. The only issue here is that wind. And weather report in a second. I mean, it is bad out here, and I think the pitchers and the defense are definitely going to pull it.
Well, both teams come in with a winning record. Cam is 2-0 on the season. Southwest Valley is 1. They have both gotten off to great starts on the year. For the Cougars, they blew past Boyer Valley in their opener, and then defeated Thurlow after that 7-5. So they had their 2 wins last week. Did not play in the very first week. Of course, some of these teams had kids in the state track meet. Southwest Valley actually had to cancel a game because they had wrong numbers, because they had half of their state track meet. So with the overlap, it can wreak havoc. The Timberwolves blew out the Spills at Essex in their first games, 10-3 and 17-0. Ran in and lost that ball game 11-1. So it's unclear how good Keegan Longabaugh's squad is for Southwest Valley, but he's got a core group of kids. And talking to him last week, he is pretty confident in kids like Wyatt Mendenhall, Brody Crozier, Gavin Fetzel, Walker Bissell. These are the kids that are going to hit at the top of his lineup, and none of them are seniors, but they all have experience, and that's what head coach Keegan Longabaugh likes a lot for this ball club here this season. And Cam has a lot of experience as well, Jeff.
I mean, one thing I know is camp baseball, right? And this is a team that has fairly changed over the course of about 3 years. I see 320 so that's why. The year after that, I think it was Tennessee. And really, just the squad itself, the whole squad has really remained the same. It's really interesting to see which squad we've had so much experience together and so much time together on the diamond. I mean, this season, there's 2 things I could tell you about Cam Figure baseball, and that's base running and pitching. The first one, I was noting against Clear Valley and Western. Kate Paulson had 5 games pitched and a great showing, a handful of hits on the Clear Valley side, and showed great command in that one. A game 2 against Fulham, you got Lucas James, who, from what I've seen, has one of the strongest arms in this conference. Left with 0 runs and only 1 hit in that out. It wasn't perfect, though. I mean, Chase Speaker had to come quite a few runs. It's close, but they ended up getting it. And now we have Carson McKee, my brother, who is having his first start here in this one. So I'm excited, Chris. I'm excited to see how this camp baseball squad has changed and what's going to keep the same here.
And he'll be opposed by Walker Bissell, who will get the start for the Timberwolves. And the sophomore has had some control issues in his first start of the year, so he will try to get the ball in the strike zone here tonight. So it should be an entertaining baseball game this evening. Southwest Valley against Cam. We'll throw out the first pitch. Coming up, we're back in 2 minutes. Here at KSOM, tonight's game is presented to you in part by McDonough Specialty Firearms.
Make sure you're getting the best coverage for you at the most competitive rate. Hi, this is Nick Carnes with Brocker Carnes & Carnes. We are an independent insurance agency that offers coverage for your home, auto, life, farm, and everything in between. But mostly we are here to help. As an independent agency, we can shop around for the best rates and coverages from multiple companies. Stop by one of our offices or go to brockercarnes.com for a quote on your insurance. Let Brocker Carnes & Carnes help you get the best coverage at a competitive rate.
3H Customs has everything any farmer needs to be successful, and that's not an exaggeration. We offer soil sampling, crop scouting, and spraying. We also offer precision planting products, Midwest seed genetics, and nature's fertilizers. Don't forget fertilizers and anhydrous also. 3H Customs has everything the Iowa farmer needs, and we dedicate ourselves to helping each farmer be successful. For more information on how you can build that successful operation, call 249-2429 or visit 3hcustoms.com. 3H Customs, customizing your farming resources to fit your needs.
Anita Supply Center is here for you. From the big jobs to the small tasks, we're here to help. Hi, this is Kim with a reminder of our hours, so when you need our help, we're here. Anita Supply Center is open Monday through Fridays, 7 to 5, and Saturdays, 8 until noon. We're here 6 days a week for all your building, landscaping, how-to projects, repairs, and more. We offer free in-home measurements, free estimates, and can help you put your ideas together. Anita Supply Center is open 6 days a week for all your home improvement and building needs.
Cass Health in Atlantic, Iowa is a nationally recognized hospital, and we are proud of the awards and all of our recent accomplishments. But do you know what drives us to be the very best? You. We're passionate about helping our patients heal and feel their very best at any age and any stage of life. Cass Health, neighbors caring for neighbors.
Back here in Anita, Chris and Jack along with you, and almost ready to go. I think they're going to do introductions of the starting lineups, and then we still haven't had our national anthem as of yet. But we're excited for this non-conference affair in baseball action. As a matter of fact, this is going to be a busy week for both teams, Jack, because they both have 4 games in 5 days this week. And this is the beginning of where teams will start to really identify where they are. We're now, you've had a full week of games last week. We're now a week and a half or so from the state track meet. Everybody has their complete teams. Some of the kids are still working their way into shape, maybe baseball shape. They're in shape, but in baseball shape, getting their swings down, getting their pitches together. So this is going to be a big week, I think, for both teams. And Cam has Southwest Valley and Stanton coming up tomorrow night, so they go Prime Iowa Corner Conference in back-to-back games.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of touched on this earlier with the ACGC and the HK game Friday. And it's going to be interesting to see how these 1A teams fare against games, weeks where they have 4 or 5 games, and they got a bullpen of maybe 6 or 7 pitchers. These 1A teams really do also. They have to really test how well their bullpen is, how deep they can go in the games, and it's kind of a struggle sometimes to have 4 or 5 games a week, and a lot of you guys are suffering out there by throwing 60 or 70 pitches, and the weekend hits, and then you're all going to I mean, it's interesting to see that dynamic in the way.
Pitching is will be interesting to see also the strategy both of these teams will do with their pitching. I mean, do you go by committee? Do you just go with Carson, Cam, and Walker for Southwest Valley and go with them as far as you can go with pitching? You know that you might have to go a little bit extra longer because you don't want to burn out your pitching staff tonight on day one when you know you got 3 other games yet to come. The pitch count rule now, determines a lot how you manage high school baseball teams and how you manage your pitching.
Yeah, and it's definitely a kind of a test on the coaches to see how far they're thinking ahead. I mean, you always need to have your thoughts in place about who's going to be next on the mound. But not even just next game, next week. I'm talking about the next year. And you have 8th graders, 9th graders who need to start gaining experience on the mound in order for you guys to have a somewhat successful ball club.
High school baseball tonight at Cam and Southwest Valley. We'll throw out the first pitch coming up back after this timeout on KSOM.
Coach Long.
What's it mean to be in good hands? It means you get an expert agent who's in it for the long haul. We'll get to know you and be there for you as your coverage needs change. I'm Craig Hummel at Hummel Insurance Services, and we work with Allstate Insurance. Let us help you choose the right amount of protection to meet your needs and see for yourself what it means to be in good hands. Call Hummel Insurance Services or stop in anytime.
I know you have a choice. Hi, I'm Mark Smith, a certified financial planner and registered investment advisor with Principal Financial Group. Today I want to say thank you, Southwest Iowa. Thank you for allowing me the opportunity to serve the community for 39 years. Over the years, you've given me the opportunity to get to know you and your family. Thank you for your trust, your confidence, and most of all, your relationship. If I can help you with your financial plan, please give me a call at 712-243-2466. Mark Smith, Principal Financial in Atlantic.
I'm here tonight. Excuse me while I have to put my hat back on. Took the hat off and don't want to leave it on, or don't want to leave it off because the top, the golden dome, might get burnt. Carson McKee is the starting pitcher for the Cam Cougars. And here's the starting lineup he'll face as turned in by Southwest Valley head coach Keegan Lagenbaugh. McKee, or Wyatt Mendenhall will lead things off for the Timberwolves. He's a junior center fielder. Brody Crozier is in left field, a sophomore batting second. Gavin Wetzel, catcher, and a junior will hit third. Walker Bissell, the starting pitcher for Southwest Valley, and a sophomore in the cleanup spot. Ethan Johnston, a sophomore at first base, will bat fifth. Casey Jones, freshman at third base, will hit sixth. Caleb Owen is the designated hitter. He's only an eighth grader. He'll hit in the seventh spot. Brayton Truman in right field is a freshman batting eighth. Wyatt Shires, a freshman shortstop, will hit ninth. And McKee, the pitcher for Cam, he has one appearance so far this year. He's thrown one inning. He's allowed just one hit, walk. Two strikeouts, no runs allowed. So far this season, no record. And the opponent's hitting 200 against. And we're ready to go. And our games today broadcast here on KSOM and on YouTube at Western Iowa Today TV. Our video is powered by Nishkanet. Simply awesome. Cam and the Blacks. They're the defenders here at the top of the first inning. Southwest Valley all gray. And we're ready to go for baseball on a windy evening here on our first broadcast day of June. It's not the actual first day of June. But can you believe that June has arrived?
It's amazing.
All right, McKee is ready. Mendenhall is ready in the first pitch of the ball game. Just a bit hot.
It's always great to get that first one out, Chris. And you got one pitch to afford where you just kind of just throw it out there and see what happens. So,
yeah, that was a wasted pitch there. And the 0-1 is grounded sharply to first and stumbled by Johnston. He smothers it and then stumbles and then able to recover and step on the first base bag for out number one.
interesting decision, in my opinion, to go out swinging after that first pitch we saw from Carson McKee. But, I mean, he put the ball in play. It was pretty good contact.
And that'll bring on Brody Crozier for Southwest Valley. And the first pitch off the fence and grounded to short. Backhanded there by Speaker. Long throw across. And it is safe. He beat it out.
Yeah, awesome.
That's a tough play.
Yeah, definitely. Great attempt there by Chase Speaker. Kind of had to run back towards it. It's kind of a backhanded throw. And a great stretch over there by Lucas James on first, which wasn't in time.
It'll be an infield single for Crozier. It was a tough play by Speaker, and it wasn't hit all that hard. So here's Gavin Wetzel now. One on, one out here on the top of the first inning. And the first pitch from McKee to Wetzel is way up high for ball one. Defensively behind McKee, it's Caden Winther in left field, Poland Bauer in center, Kason Calhoun in right field. We'll get you the infield momentarily. 1-0 to no strikes to count to Wetzel. There's a fastball on the inside corner for a called strike. And it's even at 1-1. On the infield for the Cougars, McCain Tolson at third. Chase Speaker is at shortstop. Zach Hoffman over at second. Lucas James, the first baseman, holding on Crozier. Brayton Chester is the catcher. Here's a bunt jump. Takes it back. The runner goes. The throw is not in time to find by Chester.
Just did a bit of slide step there. Really quick. He's unfortunate. High there behind the dish from Chester. Just barely. Second.
Stolen base for Crozier. 2 balls and 1 strike to count to Wetzel, hitting an even .500 on the year with a couple of RBIs. That one sails a little outside by McKee, and it's 3 balls and 1 strike to Wetzel. Wind is blowing out to the outfield, so that'll help the hitters, and it's at 17 miles an hour. Otherwise, sunny and 84 game time. There's a strike call on the outside corner as McKee able to find that black. And the count is full to Gavin Wetzel, the number 3 hitter for the Timberwolves. Crozier takes his lead off second with Kaufman trying to hold him on. Swing by Wetzel. He fouls it away, up and away, and out of play on the first base side. So the count is full to Wetzel. Tall right-handed hitter against the left-handed thrower, Carson McKee. From the stretch with the runner at second. The payoff. Swing, and that's a foul ball. It actually rolled fair to second base, but it was deflected off of the hitter.
Yeah, great swing there, but I mean that swing did actually look pretty. Great way to make contact there, but inside cheese there had kind of guessing.
Yeah, McKee did a good job of putting that pitch on the inside, towards the inside corner. Wetzel to protect the plate. Now he swings at that one and lines it back up the middle. Base hit. Bauer was playing shallow at center, so Crozier had a hold, and he will only advance to third. So that's a key play there with Bauer playing very shallow in center field. And so there's runners on the corners, one away for Walker Bissell, who can help his own cause without even throwing a pitch. Stands in on the right side. And the first pitch is in there for a called strike. And they throw down to second, but it's cut off by Coppin at second on the call, trying to maybe catch the runner in third off of the bag. Crozier wasn't behind that. It'll be a stolen base for Wetzel. So now second and third, the 0-1. Here's the squeeze play. Right through the middle of the key. And it rolls over the mound, and that'll score Crozier. And Southwest Valley takes a 1-0 lead. The suicide squeeze play was on. Bissell got the punt down and went right underneath the mid of McKee.
Just couldn't get his bit on it.
So Wetzel down to third. Crozier scores. Bissell will get a bunt hit. And the first pitch is outside for ball one. They throw down to second. And running from third is Wetzel. He will score. The runner at second is out. Bissell is thrown out. So Campbell exchanged the out for the run. And it's 2-0 Southwest Valley. And the pitch to Johnston is fouled away, and it's 0-2 to Ethan Johnston. So, interesting decision there by Can. They sacrificed the run. They got the out. And now base is empty and 2 away. The 1-1 to Johnston is in the dirt. Good scoop by Chester. And 2 balls and a strike to Johnston, hitting an even 500 with a couple of RBIs on the year. But 2 runs in for the T-Wolves here in the top of the first. And a swing and a miss for strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to count to Johnston from the right side against the lefty McKee. Now works quickly, and a swing, got a piece of it, chopped it foul, bounces in the chain link fence right in front of us here. Here directly behind home plate here in Anita. 2-2, the count to Johnston. Swing and a one-hopper right back to the mound. McKee loves it, turns and fires to first. In time to get Johnston, and the side retired in the opening frame. And not before the Timberwolves scored 2 runs on 3 hits. Nobody left to a half inning at Southwest Valley 2. And Can coming to bat on KSOM.
Did you know that Mexican food is considered to be healthy?
What? How do you figure?
Almost every dish has vegetables. Salsa, all vegetables. Guacamole, avocados, and corn tortillas. They're naturally gluten-free.
Okay, I get it. Tacos, lettuce and tomato. So Rancho Grande for dinner?
Race you to the car.
Add more vegetables to your diet at Rancho Grande in Atlantic. And then you can indulge in a guilt-free margarita, imported beer, or dessert. Choose a healthier option at Rancho Grande. Open 7 days a week.
Got a leak? A clog? Or maybe it's time for a brand new bathroom. Furnace or AC needs some attention? Or are you interested in floor heating? Call Fikes Plumbing and Services. Your trusted local experts in so many areas is now serving the Greenfield and Atlantic areas. From quick fixes to major renovations, Fikes Plumbing and Services has you covered with fast, friendly, and reliable service. With 30 years of service, Fikes licensed professionals tackle every job with care, ensuring your home stays comfortable and safe. Don't wait. Call Fikes Plumbing and Services today for your HVAC, plumbing, sewer, and septic needs.
Really, it's windy all over the place. And 2 runs for Southwest Valley in the top of the first, giving Walker Bissell the early lead. Here's the starting lineup that he will face is turned in by Head coach Mick Long. Carson McKee, the starting pitcher, sophomore, will lead it off for the Cougars. Chase Speaker, senior shortstop, will hit second. Brayton Chester, senior catcher, will bat third. Lucas James, the sophomore first baseman, in the cleanup spot. McCade Paulson, senior third baseman, will hit fifth. Zachary Kaufman, freshman at second base, will bat sixth. Colin Bauer, junior in center field in the 7th spot. Keaton Winters, sophomore left fielder, will hit 8th. Vincent Calhoun, senior right fielder, will bat ninth. First pitch in there for a called strike to McKee. 2-0 Timberwolves in the bottom of the first. The 1-0 is in the dirt. And it's, should I say, the 0-1 in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike. The count to McKee, is hitting a robust 625. Off to a great start with a couple of RBI. And a breaking ball just misses high and outside by Bissell. And it's now 2 balls and a strike. McKee from the left side. The big tall righty Bissell into the wind. He doesn't waste time. The pitch is popped back up play. And it's 2-2 to Carson McKee. For Bissell, he has made 2 appearances so far this year, 1 start and 0-1 record. And a swing and a miss, strike 3. Bissell high heater. McKee can't climb the ladder. And there's 1 away here in the bottom of the first inning. Defensively behind Bissell, Brody Crozier is in left field. Wyatt Mendenhall in center. Braden Truman in right. Casey Jones, the third baseman. Wyatt Shires at short. Hudson Bissell, an 8th grader, at second. Ethan Johnston over at first. Gavin Wetzel is the catcher. First pitch in there to Chase Speaker for strike 1.
Seeing some great variety from Bissell on the mound so far on this one.
Bissell, though, in his first couple of innings, has walked 7 and struck out 3. On that, Melvin. And Speaker fouls it away. It's 0-2. The count to Chase Speaker, who's hitting .500 with a couple of RBIs on the year. Behind in the count here. Fastball a little low from Bissell. And Speaker, just off of golf season, did not want to try to practice his golf swing there. A 1-2 pitch. Oh, he chased it way up high. Speaker went after it for strike 3. So 2 batters, 2 strikeouts. Play in the bottom of the first. That'll bring on Braden Chester. And that man is fierce. Chester stands in as Bissell has struck out the first 2 men in space. And the first offering is just a little outside for ball 1. Chester hitting .333 with a couple of RBIs on the season for the Cougars.
And a lot of power once he gets a nice piece of the ball.
The breaking ball breaks low and outside and falls behind 2 balls and no strikes. You can get one up into the air. You could get some help with that power. That one's fouled away towards the parking lot, and everybody prays it doesn't hit their windshield.
I don't think it went far enough, that's Chris, but I'm sure we'll see some close ones.
2-1 the count. The pitch, and that's driven in towards right center field. Diving right to Truman, and he gets by him and all the way to the wall. Mendenhall will cut it off and get it in, but standing at second is Chester with a 2-out double.
Absolutely beautiful attempt over there, right field. I think he almost got around 3 feet in the air, and he was horizontal to the ground.
He laid it all out with that dive. He committed his entire body.
It's awesome to see. E for effort on that.
We're going to see a runner, and McCon will run for Chestnut. The courtesy runner, Cohen McCain. And Lucas James now the hitter. You can always courtesy run for the pitcher and catcher. If you run for any other position, they can re-enter the game once, but if you run for them twice, they are out permanently. 1-0, the count. Breaking ball, and that's screamed into left center field. That's a base hit. Rounding third is McCann. The throw is going to be cut off. And an RBI base hit from Lucas James, and Cam cuts the lead in half. It's 2-1 Southwest Valley.
Great piece of contact there from Lucas James. Another person to watch. Great contact, great power skills, as we've seen through his very long tenure here in high school baseball. He's probably coming up on his maybe 4th season as a starter.
What I like is that he was not fooled at all by that breaking ball, and that just floated right on the inside corner, and James pulled it. Now throw to first base, and James dives back in with a cloud of dust. McCade Paulson now the hitter. 2-1 Southwest Valley with the lead after the Cougars gave up 2 on the top, but Cam has come back with a two-out lightning in the bottom of the first inning. First pitcher fastball up high to Paulson. Bissell will throw to first. And the ball actually might have scooted away from the mid of Johnston. He actually did a double tag there on James. Would be surprised if they decide to try and send James. That's big, high runner goes, and Wetzel lost the ball. Scooted away back towards the mound. No throw, no error. It'll be a stolen base for James.
And Fritz Bissell definitely had a look at the scouting report. The first 2 games for Cam, 20 stolen bases. Absolutely amazing numbers. So really should expect some activity there.
There's a breaking ball, Jack on the outside corner for a called strike to Paulson. 2-1 to McCade. James now in scoring position at second. The 2-1. Swing and miss. Producers are now wild. Bissell doesn't waste much time between hits. You know that we like to talk. I like to talk. The 2-2 offering. Fastball low in the dirt. Good block by Wetzel. And the count is full. James on second. And Cam trailing 2-1 here in the bottom of the first inning. He's trying to continue their 2-out lightning here. The count is full to Paulson. And a swing and a miss for strike 3. So Bissell strikes out the side, but he gives up 1 run on 2 hits. There was 1 man left. They're 1 inning complete. 2-1 Southwest Valley on KSOM.
Are you ready to be part of something bigger? I'm Myron Stein, president of Stein Seed Company. We're seeking exceptional individuals like you to join our team as independent sales representatives. If you're passionate about agriculture, ready to make a difference, and want unlimited earning potential, join the Stein team as an ISR. To learn more about open positions near you, contact your local Stein RSA, Darren Petty, at area code 712-249-5884.
Peace of mind isn't easy to have these days, unless you shop at McCunn Specialty Firearms. McCunn Specialty Firearms has teamed up with Iowa Safe Company to bring you a full showroom of their top-notch safes. Keep legal documents, family valuables, cash, and firearms safe from children, intruders, and fire. Put your mind at ease with Iowa Safe Company and McCunn Specialty Firearms. Open Tuesday through Friday 9 to 6, Saturday 9 to 5, and Sunday 1 to 4. McCunn Specialty Firearms, your first stop for your Second Amendment right, on the corner of 148 and 92.
So we enter the second inning. 2-1 Southwest Valley with the lead. Casey Jones will lead things off. And the first pitch is a high pop-up into shallow center. Actually, stay on the infield. The speaker drifts back, gets underneath. Gravity prevails. He makes the catch for out number 1.
Always really nice as a pitcher. Just have a nice, easy out there to start off the inning.
Pitch 1 out. Here's Caleb Owen, the designated hitter, in the 7th spot. And the first pitch by McKee is low for ball 1. Owen hitting .333 with a couple of RBIs on the season for the Timberwolves. And the 1-0, there's the strike on the outside corner by McKee. Good frame by Chester. It's even at 1 ball, 1 strike. Owen, big right-handed hitter. McKee, the lefty, into the wide. Almost hit him with that one way inside. 2 balls and a strike. So important for pitchers. They have to work strong in the bottom of the lineup, although both of these teams have had production from the bottom of their lineup. There's a breaking ball outside by McKee. It's 3 balls and a strike to Owen. Truman's on deck for the Timberwolves. He's had some production. Calhoun in the 9th spot for the Cougars, also a pretty good hitter. That one is outside ball 4. Not what you want to see, a walk. First one issued by McKee. And a 1-out base runner for the Timberwolves, and that'll bring on Breach. Whoosh,
that's a lot of guts right there.
Yeah, I thought that was going to go away, and it just kept coming and coming. And Owen ruffles the jersey up McKee. And the first pitch floats inside for ball 1. Got distracting for the pitcher. Now McKee's hat comes off.
Yeah, it's a combination of heavy winds and maybe a loose hat fitting.
He's got the bill that's flat. That doesn't help. The kids these days, they like the bills flat. There's a swing and a miss on an off-speed pitch. Outside, it's 1 ball, 1 strike to Truman. We're here at the field in Anita next to the Cam High School, and it's out in the open. There are no trees really blocking the wind. The pitch is outside, the snap throw down to first, and they almost caught Owen leaning the wrong way. He just dove back to the bag and saved, but he gets up and he'll need laundry services with that uniform after the game. 2 balls and a strike to count to Truman. Swing and a bouncy ball at the second. Kaufman stumbles a bit, gets it a speaker. The throw bounces. He had to hurry, and it pops out of a bit of James. It'll be a fielder's choice, but they get the lead runner. Wasn't an easy play. It handcuffed Kaufman a little bit, but he was able to get it to Speaker, and it chased due. He had to get it in a hurry to first if he wanted to complete the double play.
Yeah, and it's hard to really pinpoint it when you're releasing that quick.
2 away, though, and here's Shires, and he takes a first pitch in above his eyes for ball 1. Shires hitting .250 with 3 RBIs on the year. I don't get the whole pen, the cat. I don't have the bill. There's a swing and a miss, 1-1 to Shires. Why all of a sudden is, I don't get when the Caps had to be the bill and hit straight.
It's somewhat of a fashion trend, I think.
It's not going away. Strike 2. I thought it was a short-term thing, but it seems to be a long-term. 1-2, the count now to Shires. And a swing, and he got a piece of it, and it rolls foul towards the Southwest Valley on deck circle on the first base side. There was one pitcher, and I'm trying to remember his name, in the major leagues, who actually pitched, and he held his hat a little bit to the side, and he threw. I've seen a couple of them like that, but there was one in particular that had stood out to me. His name escapes me. The 1-2 down to Shire. Swing and a base for strike 3. McKee gets his first strikeout and gets out of a little mini jam. He gives up the 1-out walk, but Truman is left stranded on the fielder's choice. No runs, no hits, 1 left. We go to the bottom of the second inning. 2-1, Southwest Valley on KSOM.
Make sure you're getting the best coverage for you at the most competitive rate. Hi, this is Nick Carnes with Brocker Carnes & Carnes. We are an independent insurance agency that offers coverage for your home, auto, life, farm, and everything in between. But mostly we are here to help. As an independent agency, we can shop around for the best rates and coverages from multiple companies. Stop by one of our offices or go to brockercarnes.com for a quote on your insurance. Let Brocker Carnes & Carnes help you get the best coverage at a competitive rate.
3H Customs has everything any farmer needs to be successful, and that's not an exaggeration. We offer soil sampling, crop scouting, and spraying. We also offer precision planting products, Midwest seed genetics, and nature's fertilizers. Don't forget fertilizers and anhydrous also. 3H Customs has everything the Iowa farmer needs, and we dedicate ourselves to helping each farmer be successful. For more information on how you can build that successful operation, call 249-2429 or visit 3hcustoms.com. 3H Customs, customizing your farming resources to fit your needs.
Zachary Coffin stands in and swings at the first pitch and is fouled back out of play. 0-1. 2-1, Southwest Valley with the lead. All the runs scored in the opening frame. Walker Bissell into the wide, and the 0-1 is in the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike. Coffin, Power, Victor up here in the second against the Timberwolves starter. And the 1-1 off. That one is low. Coffin, 2 balls and a strike. Coffin hitting .333 on the season. No homers, no RBIs for the freshman. 1-1. He squirts all the way back to the screen and way low. 2 balls and a strike. As mentioned earlier before the game, Bissell has had problems with his control, but he did not have any issues in the first, striking out the side, but did give up a run. Now the 2-1. That's way up high. It's 3-1. I lost track of the count. Yeah. Or Coffin must have known. He takes first base. And a leadoff walk by Bissell will bring on Colin Bauer. Colin's real tall, athletic, right-handed hitter. Does he bunt? So you can't go small ball. And that's way up high by Bissell, as Wetzel has to stand up to snare it. 1 ball and no strikes to Bauer, who's hitting .333 on the season. And likes to run, so I wouldn't be surprised if the freshman gets set in motion. Swing and a miss by Bauer, and it's even at 1-1. Good change of pace that time by Bissell. Bauer has that bat. Kind of shaking over his right shoulder. The runner goes, and he hits one high and deep to left. Going back to the wall. It is gone. Colin Bauer sends one up into the jet stream, and it sails over the left field wall for a 2-run home run. And just like that, Cam blows into the lead, 3-2.
Got every single piece of that one, Chris. Colin Bauer, someone who's been gaining a lot of muscle in between offseason, between basketball, baseball, track, and it's great to see that translate onto the diamond.
Man, he looks impressive filling up that uniform. I mean, I know he's one heck of a good football player, but he's a tremendous athlete, great basketball, and man, he hit that one a ton. First pitch now to Caden Winter is a little high for ball one. With that wind blowing out to left, I had a feeling as soon as he hit that ball that it was gone into the pine trees. Somebody will find it maybe in the spring sometime.
Yeah, maybe.
That one is a little outside. It's 2 balls. Strikes that come to 1-7 on the season. Goes low. The scoreboard is out in left field. That one was hit almost towards the light pole, which is directly to the right of the scoreboard. And then a whole bunch of trees, pine trees at the edge, left side. It's over on platform and this was wrapped with his second walk of the game and of the inning. Bring on Casey Calhoun, but we'll get a visit to the mound first from head coach Keegan Longenbaugh, also the football coach for Southwest Valley. So you got loads of trees way beyond the center field wall, also beyond the center field wall. Looks like an area that they could use for football practice. I see an old tackle sled that's out there, but that looks like it hasn't been moved in about 20 years.
Yeah. So in between here and the elementary school, Chris, is where they actually practice football. And beyond those trees, actually, I believe it's a farm. If I'm not mistaken, if you hit it hard enough, you might come count it.
Never been, never will. Way beyond the left field wall, of course, beyond the scoreboard. That's like what you see for friends in town. And as you said, the elementary school is beyond the right field. The conference over. Somebody out. Winston Calhoun is the batter for Cam, and they now lead it 3-2. Oh, he wanted to have that swing back. That was way up high, and a swing for strike one. Calhoun from 633 got an RBI in the season. Winter at first, that's guy inside. And it's even at 1 ball, 1 strike. Top of the order, and first McKee on deck. Cam likes to run. They're sort of half holding him on at first. Another high one, and a swing by Calhoun. 1-2, the count to the 9-hitter for the Cougars. I wouldn't be surprised if they put a runner in motion here. There we go. The 1-2 pitch. Soft little looper back to the speed. Foul. I was right. They did a little hit and run there. See if they want to do it again. For a foul ball by Calhoun. Cam loves to run around the base paths.
Yeah, and that's something they kind of made a change with here with Nick Long taking control of that coaching there. We've seen a lot of aggression on the base path since he's taken control. It's also translated with 20 out of 22 stolen bases to this game.
Winter didn't run on that pitch. It's low. Now the 2-2. Breaking ball, and he fought it off. And a soft looper up by the Southwest Valley dugout. And it's good now. And 2 count. 2-2 is the count. And the pitch that gets away all the way back to the screen. And out second base goes Winter. So wild pitch for Caden Winter. Count and score to Casey Calhoun. 3-2, Cam leads. There's a strike 3 call on the outside corner. Good pitch by Bissell. He needed it, and he got it. And there's one away here in the second inning. Top of the lineup now in Carson McKee. So McKee comes up with a runner at second. And Bissell still only has one out. Now he turns and throws. And easily back to the bag is Winter. Two-run blast by Bauer here in this second inning. And a swing and a miss by McKee, and it's 0-1. Carson struck out his first time up in the first inning. 0 for 1 for Cam, the starting pitcher. And he takes that one up high. Ball and 1 strike to count to McKee. Bissell working quickly now. Again, he throws too high, and again, McKee lays off. It might be his problem. A lot of his pitchers have sailed high, and Cam has helped him out on occasion. Now a snap throw to first, second, and this time diving back is Winter. And that uniform also will have to see some marching duty after the ball game. 2-1 to McKee. He sails it way high again. 3 balls and 1 strike to count to Carson McKee from the left side. 3-2, Cam with the lead, 1 out, threatening for more here in the bottom of the second inning. And way up high for ball 4. It's third walk of the inning. Runners at first and second, 1 away, and now here's Speaker. I'm sure he's loving a chance to get back in there because he struck out on a high hard one back in the first inning. Now he comes up with 2 on. And the first pitch is a breaking ball outside for ball 1.
Yeah, boatload of speed out there on the base pass. Caden Winther on second, state track qualifier in the long jump. And Carson McKee on first also made his name known as a solid sprinter on track and field team. So definitely expect to see some activity when the ball's put in play.
And that one pops out of the mid of Wetzel. It's going to be outside for a ball, and the runners will move up to second and third. That'll be a pass ball. Of course, Winter's out there on third base, and a ball comes his way. He could jump up. He could jump long ways out of the way.
I didn't catch on to that until you made the second comment there.
2-0, and there's a swing and a miss for strike 1 to Speaker. It was the Cam girls track and field team. That was definitely the highlight of the spring. The boys didn't have as many go to state, but still, they had their moments. The 2-1 is outside, and it's 3 balls and a strike to Speaker. I thought they had a solid basketball season. Of course, the football season, they ran into a tough Renton St. Mary's squad in the playoffs. They had a lot of road trips. 3-1 is low for ball 4, and Speaker is aboard. That is the 4th walk of the inning for Bissell. He's essentially walked the bases loaded, and that was his issue in his last couple of outings. The walk.
Break down. 2-run shot to left side. Shake any pitcher. I think it's definitely showing.
Here's Braden Chester now. They have loaded. First pitch is way up high for ball 1. Not a bad idea to take on the first pitch. Chester, though, drove one to right for a 2-out double in the first inning. The swings and fouls that one back to the screen, and it's even at 1-1. Cam has a 3-2 lead, and they are threatening for more here in the second inning. They have them loaded. And now we'll have a balk. A balk has been called by the base umpire, I believe. I don't know if he stepped on the rubber and then stepped off, or maybe he went to his hand. Something. He must have done something, and a run comes in, and it's 4-2, Cam.
Mistakes we see a lot out of these high school pitchers. I mean, it's kind of a situation where you don't fully understand those blockers. I don't think anyone really does, but I mean, it really sucks to just let one go like that, especially without making an attempt.
The balk rule says that you intentionally deceive a runner, and what he did there, what he did was incidental or accidental, to me, that is not the nature of what the ball crew really is. I think now whether some umpires would call it right down the line, literally. If you do something wrong or do something right, I think they're overruling it. The home plate umpire is overruling it, and Egan Longabaugh, head coach for Southwest Valley, he came out and didn't really talk very long. The home plate umpire talked with the base umpire, and now David Long, the head coach, McCann is getting an explanation. And so whatever was called is now being overruled.
Yeah, I feel bad if you came over on third. He already had his helmet off, taking the seat in the dugout, already had probably a sip or two of Gatorade. He has to come back out and do some more base running.
The base is still loaded. It's probably still 1-1 strike. And again, sometimes a base umpire, any kind of umpire, they'll explore the ball through and they'll keep it too literally. And I don't think he did anything. Well, that pitch is made out of the screen, takes a bad bounce back to the plate, but safely is Winter, and he scores anyway. And it's 4-2.
That's that base running aggression that you've seen. Nick Long is most definitely stressed for this squad. It took a bad bounce, but it ended up right on home plate, it looked like.
Yeah, it took a bad bounce from Cam's perspective, and it was also kind of a bad bounce for Southwest Valley because the catcher, Wetzel, it bounced right by him, back to the plate. And by the time he got back to the ball to the plate, he couldn't make the tag. This one is lifted into the air in shallow center field. Dive in, and he cannot come up with it. As Chester dumps one in the hit, scoring is McKee, and it's 5-2 Cam. So slow start for the Cougars, but they're fast recovering here. The fourth run of the inning. Speaker is now at third, and McCann is coming in to run for Chester. And we have Longabaugh coming to the mound, and that's going to be it for Walker Bissell. So we have a pitching change here in Anita. 5-2, Cam has the lead. We're taking a break. Back after this here on KSOM.
Anita Supply Center is here for you. From the big jobs to the small tasks, we're here to help. Hi, this is Kim with a reminder of our hours, so when you need our help, we're here. Anita Supply Center is open Monday through Fridays, 7 to 5, and Saturdays, 8 until noon. We're here 6 days a week for all your building, landscaping, how-to projects, repairs, and more. We offer free in-home measurements, free estimates, and can help you put your ideas together. Anita Supply Center is open 6 days a week for all your home improvement and building needs.
Cass Health in Atlantic, Iowa is a nationally recognized hospital, and we are proud of the awards and all of our recent accomplishments. But do you know what drives us to be the very best? You. We're passionate about helping our patients heal and feel their very best at any age and any stage of life. Cass Health, neighbors caring for neighbors.
Wyatt Mendenhall is the new pitcher for Southwest Valley. Mendenhall making his third appearance of the year. Second in relief. He does have one start, a 1-0 record, and a 3.82 ERA. He's thrown 3 2/3 innings. He's allowed 3 runs, 2 earns on 4 hits, 4 walks, 5 strikeouts, and 1 hit batter. Opponents hitting .267 against him. So already 4 runs in for the Cougars. They have runners at first and third. 1 out, and the batter is Lucas James. He turns and squares immediately. The pitch is low. The runner at first goes McCann, and he'll go without a throw. The ball was in the dirt, smothered by Wetzel. He comes up ready to throw at anything. Pitch in the dirt allows McCann to advance on the stolen base. Oh! That one is bounced to third. Jones will throw across in time. The runner breaks to home. The throw there is out of time as Speaker slides in safe, and it's 6-2 Cam. So Jones, one thing he did, he didn't necessarily look at Speaker. He grabbed the ball in the bounce at third and then threw across the diamond. He got the out. To get the RBI, he went down to third, 2 away from McCabe Paulson. And the first pitch is low for ball 1. So Mendenhall on relief Bissell, who is still responsible for McCann and third. It's allowed 6 runs. Swing and a squibber foul on the first base side. And it's moving now to Paulson. 1-1 is the 9th batter of the inning for Can. Now 6-2. Cougars. 5 runs here in the second inning. Mendenhall between 9 balls in his strength. Mendenhall, tremendous athlete for Southwest Valley. He runs the former hurdles, getting the state in that event. Swing fence for strike 2. Quarterback for the football team. He missed a short amount of time during the football season. I think it was a couple of weeks. Came back, and then he was sorely missed when he was gone. In the dirt, swing and a miss. They're going to have to make the throw to first, and they do, and that's in time, and that will retire the side. Kansas at 9 to the plate. They scored 5 runs, but only on 2 hits, and there was 1 left aboard. We go to the third inning. Championship by playing the third. It's 6-2 Cam on KSOM.
What's it mean to be in good hands? It means you get an expert agent who's in it for the long haul. We'll get to know you and be there for you as your coverage needs change. I'm Craig Hummel at Hummel Insurance Services, and we work with Allstate Insurance. Let us help you choose the right amount of protection to meet your needs and see for yourself what it means to be in good hands. Call Hummel Insurance Services or stop in anytime.
Strike 1 goes foul out of the way towards the Cam Junior dugout back here on 96.5 KSOM here. Jack McKee taking the reins for his Varney. Also streamed live youtube.com/Western Iowa Today TV. Ball 2 to Carson McKee, sophomore. He's starting his first appearance here tonight. Made a bunch of reliever appearances throughout his years in high school. And now he's making his first starting appearance. First time we get the ball handed to him to start. 3-0 count here to start off for Carson McKee. Take a look at this pass in a second here. Carson McKee gets a signal. Swing and a miss for strike 1. That is number 2 for the Timberwolves up to bat. That'll be Wyatt Mendenhall, the pitcher who came in after Walker Bissell stepped out. Had a kind of unfortunate showing here. Had just a ton of walks and kind of a slow death here for the Southwest Valley Timberwolves. And that one. Strike 3, it goes to Carson McKee. His second strikeout ever, Chris, as a starting pitcher. Had his first there in the second inning, top of the second. And he just got his second strikeout.
Well, the bottom fell out of that pitch, and Mendenhall went right over top of it.
Yeah, definitely. Carson McKee here. It drops off the face of the plate there. Braden Chester loses it behind the dish. Nothing had trouble, though. No one on base.
Brody Crozier with an infield single his last time up for Southwest Valley. They need base runners.
I pop up right towards the concession stand. It's going to be close to a bystander over there. She wasn't really paying attention. She didn't even look like she knew what happened, Chris.
He was worried about selling hot dogs.
Yeah. 1-1. Carson McKee fouled off Wyatt Mendenhall. Number 10. Brody Crozier fouls it off towards the left side. Need a re-up on baseballs here for Blue behind the plate. We'll be good for more baseball.
Crozier's only a sophomore, and I talked to him after the districts. He qualified for state in the long jump and the 100-meter dash.
There's McKee here. Really slow pitch. Brody Crozier had to step out there. It was nice and inside. It's kind of scared of nothing there, if I will.
Crozier was really surprised he qualified for state in the 100. He's a better long jumper, but he was shocked.
Fouled off, dancing with the left foul line. Goes left of the foul line, so nothing in play yet for Brody Crozier, the number 2 hitter in this inning. And why the 2-2 count here?
Just a young kid who plays a lot of different sports, as do most of these kids, you know. You just to admire them, you know, the school needs them, and they do it.
Low for ball 3. Nice pitch there by Carson McKee, and I think Crozier was tempted to, take a hack at that one. Full count here. Pitch. Just low and outside, or inside, sorry, for ball 4. And we'll see first base runner of the inning and Brody Crozier at first. He'll be covered by Lucas James on first. At second, it is Zach Kaufman, shortstop Chase Speaker, and third base McCade Paulson for the Cougars. That's our infield for the Cougars. Braden Chester behind the dish, and Carson McKee, the sophomore, on the mound. Pick off attempt here to Brody Crozier. Safe at first. If you're just now tuning in, we saw an amazing 2-run shot by Colin Bauer at the bottom of the second. And that kind of opened things up here for Cam Cougars. It kind of led Walker Bissell to kind of break down. Ball 1 for 4. Yeah. And after that, it was kind of just a breakdown on Walker Bissell's side. He kind of just couldn't find the plate, and it was kind of slowed up. So he allowed Walker to get on. It was pretty much base loaded, I think, off of the blocks. We saw a nice hit there for Lucas James as well as Braden Chester. It's kind of been all camp since then. 2-0 here. Outside for ball 3.
Problem with Bissell, of course, is he got the pitches way too high. Can kind of helped him out early, but then they started laying off. They started blocking. Now McKee's getting into him.
Was bunt, yeah.
It's not a bad idea. He was just trying to distract McKee there. Sometimes when the batter one pitcher can get rattled.
Looks at first. Carson McKee with the pitch. Going. And Braden Chester loses the ball. It's a drop third strike.
I don't think so. That's just ball 4. He just took off. He Rose style.
He just hustled over there to first. I always assume it's a drop third strike if he's running that fast, but I guess he was just excited to get off base there.
Pete Rose, the only other guy who used to do that. He did, but maybe with the ball getting by, he just decided to take off. But Pete Rose just every time he took a walk, he ran right down to first. It didn't matter. Some people liked it. Other traditionals, they hated it.
It keeps you nice and warm. We'll see Nick Long come out from the dugout to have a talk with Carson McKee. Whole entire infield there as the outfielders gather up over there. And I mean, Carson McKee just kind of had some struggles. His command is kind of lost it early in counts. We've seen a lot of 3-0s, 3-1s, a lot of hitters counts. And we'll keep him on. And we'll see what Nick Long had to say to him if it translates. Runners on first and second here.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Jack, I was going to say he doesn't want to have the same thing that happened to Bissell. Let the walks turn into runs.
Inside for Walker Bissell. He takes strike 1. Cheeky ahead in this one. So it's second. Steps off. Nice look at number 10, Brody Crozier. For a very fast kid over at second, as well as first. The pitch just outside for ball 1, so it's evened up at 1-1. Carson McKee, the lefty, and the 5 in this one. Slide step here for Carson McKee, low for 2-1. Lost his hat there again. This wind, it's not letting up, Chris. I mean, we're seeing a lot of dirt come off the field in this one. If that's happening, you know you're in for some wind.
Yeah, strong.
Swing, and it's right on the line. Kate Paulson made an attempt at it, went left. We've seen a lot. It's over there on the line.
That's a break for Southwest Valley, because if that was fair, Paulson would have just able to step on the third base bag, and then he would have had a double play, probably to throw across to first base. So that's a huge break for the Timberwolves on that.
Definitely would have been danger for the Timberwolves. Pitch right back to Carson McKee. Gets past him. Chase Speaker on the place. Tries to step on second. Safe at second. And no harm, no foul for Timberwolves. We see the bases loaded Third post in the key. That was kind of a rock and a hard place there for Chase Speaker on shortstop. I mean, really slow grounder came up right to him. He thought he'd be able to get the out there on second and wasn't able to. So bases loaded here.
Well, that could have been an infield single or a fielder's choice. I mean, Speaker was going to second base.
And outside for ball one, number 18, Ethan Johnson. Up to bat. Carson McKee coming out of the windup now. Inside for ball two, and a hitter's count now for Johnston.
I'm not the official scorer, but I would rule that a fielder's choice because the ground ball Speaker could have gone to first, and I think he could have gotten out, but he wanted to go to second base, and he couldn't get anything there.
High for ball three, Carson McKee. And the rest of this Karen Cougar defense in a bit of a trouble in this one.
McKee still hasn't allowed a hit since the first, but he's still in a heap of trouble.
For the stretching one, Carson McKee gets it fielded himself, force out at home, goes for first, and Johnston slowed down at first.
Well, that's a way to get out of the inning.
That's no way. He kind of slowed down there. And nothing at harm for the Cougars. It remains 6-2. And we'll see Cougars come back to bat after this on KSOM.
When it comes to your investments, I know you have a choice. Hi, I'm Mark Smith, a certified financial planner and registered investment advisor with Principal Financial Group. Today I want to say thank you, Southwest Iowa. Thank you for allowing me the opportunity to serve the community for 39 years. Over the years, you've given me the opportunity to get to know you and your family. Thank you for your trust, your confidence, and most of all, your relationship. If I can help you with your financial plan, please give me a call at 712-243-2466. Mark Smith, Principal Financial in Atlantic.
Did you know that Mexican food is considered to be healthy?
What? How do you figure?
Almost every dish has vegetables. Salsa, all vegetables. Guacamole, avocados, and corn tortillas. They're naturally gluten-free.
Okay, I get it. Tacos, lettuce and tomato. So Rancho Grande for dinner?
Race you to the car.
Add more vegetables to your diet at Rancho Grande in Atlantic, and then you can indulge in a guilt-free margarita, imported beer, or dessert. Choose a healthier option at Rancho Grande. Open 7 days a week.
Wyatt Mendenhall takes his warm-up pitches here in this non-conference 1A matchup. Camp Cougars taking on Southwest Valley Timberwolves and Anita. Jack McKee here alongside with Wiz Varney. It's here at the top of the bottom. See a gust of wind come in on the south. Zach Kaufman will take lead off here in bottom of the third. Well, it's Colin Bauer, number 15, who went yard in the bottom of the second. A beautiful shot to left center, brought into. And Cam really showing off their offense. 6-2 was the score. Just now tuning in. Zach Kaufman takes inside for ball one. I mean, it was kind of Southwest Valley Timberwolves. And then kind of real field for Zach Kaufman. That's good for a single. Saw a nice showing from the bats on Southwest Valley in the first inning. And since then, it's just been Cam all around. We've seen us just great bats, great base running. I mean, they had a great attempt at putting some runs in the last half inning. And nothing came on. As interesting double play happened in that one. We saw a force out go to home, and Johnston, who was just kind of confused running to first, he kind of slowed down. We see another hit by Colin Bauer. That's belted into left field. Another home run for Colin Bauer in this one. He goes 2 for 2 with 2 home runs as the dugout empties.
Sure might be the player of the game.
Starts with a C, ends with Colin. Colin Bauer with 2 home runs to left side. I mean, the win helps him, but I wouldn't put it entirely on the win. This is just a showcase of amazing power from that number 7 hitter.
There was no wind aid in that. Maybe they gave me a little bit of help. It might have gone deeper than what it was actually would have gone. But I both of them were just hit so hard, no doubters. Great game for Fowl.
It's true that he has spent a lot of time in that weight room, developing his power, developing his swing, and all aspects of every sport that he's been participating in. Before this, he had track. Before that, basketball. Before that, football. And it's just been a cycle for him. Just a showcase of great excellence in every sport he's been in. 1-1 here for Caden Winther, number 4.
8-2 game. Run last.
Drop 3 strikes. It's very low in the zone, but didn't touch the dirt. We'll see Asa Calhoun, number 9 hitter, come in. Number 14, first year. First, if I'm not mistaken, I think his first year out for baseball. I'd have to double check that. But Cam Beard definitely allowed to have him. He's a young talent, a lot of heart. Pulled up to third base. He's out. Asa Calhoun, they could stay long there. Back spots. We'll see the start. Carson McKee pitching in this one.
It's an adventure for Casey Jones at third base, and he lost his cap as he was backpedaling a little bit, but he was able to hold on and make the catch.
Yeah, he definitely doesn't help in a situation like that. It's like I'm reading a knuckleball out there.
Casey Jones doesn't want to be in his locker. And good for that.
He takes one outside for ball 1. 5 for ball 2. So it's a hitter's count. First kick. This one, batting 6-25. Very good at the plate so far in this one. Right back towards us. And I did blink on that one, Chris. That came right for my head. Thank goodness for this chain link fence we have.
It's sturdy.
Yeah, it's sturdy.
By the way, that last joke only did hit.
High foul ball outside. It lands on top of the concession stand. We saw some concession stand workers flinch on that one.
He's been on to a great start with the bat. Looking for
Outbacker for Wyatt Mendenhall. Great reaction time there, and he gets out of it. So not very eventful of an inning for Cam Cougars, as we'll see no one on. And I believe there actually was one hit for Colin Bauer in that one to extend the lead to 8-2. So we'll be right back for the top of the 4th here on KSOM.
Are you ready to be part of something bigger? I'm Myron Stein, president of Stein Seed Company. We're seeking exceptional individuals like you to join our team as independent sales representatives. If you're passionate about agriculture, ready to make a difference, and want unlimited earning potential, join the Stein team as an ISR. To learn more about open positions near you, contact your local Stein RSA, Darren Petty, at area code 712-249-5884.
Peace of mind isn't easy to have these days, unless you shop at McCunn Specialty Firearms. McCunn Specialty Firearms has teamed up with Iowa Safe Company to bring you a full showroom of their top-notch safes. Keep legal documents, family valuables, cash, and firearms safe from children, intruders, and fire. Put your mind at ease with Iowa Safe Company and McCunn Specialty Firearms. Open Tuesday through Friday 9 to 6, Saturday 9 to 5, and Sunday 1 to 4. McCunn Specialty Firearms, your first stop for your Second Amendment right, on the corner of 148 and 92.
Switch to Casey Jones down low. Carson McKee holding an 8-2 lead for Kean. And a swing and miss by Jones, and it's even at 1-1 strike. Griswold and Jack McKee alongside here. And Anita, we go to the 4th inning. Jones, Owen, and Truman, 6, 7, and 8 in the lineup for the Timberwolves. Here's a hard hit ball right over the head of Kaufman at second, into right center field for a base hit. Ranging over, Bauer stumbles a little bit, but Calhoun there to back him up. But Jones in the first with a leadoff single.
Great piece of hitting there by Jones. I believe Casey Calhoun really right.
That's the first hit allowed by McKee since the first inning. Here's Caleb Owen now, the designated hitter for the Timberwolves. First pitch, and he chopped it foul for strike 1. And has been fierce, and it has not let up. Problems with these early games when they become windies. As you go along throughout the night, the wind sometimes lets up, but this is an early game, so I don't think it's going to let up at all.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nothing they want to count to Owen. And McKee checks the runner a couple of times. Now comes home, and an off-speed pitch is high and outside. It's even at a ball and strike to Owen, who walked his first time up. McKee has allowed base runners every inning so far. And that one's just a little bit low. So sure, I don't think that was the curveball. It's more of a changeup, and it just floated low. 2-1, the count to Owen. Jones on it first. And that one's a fastball missing low and inside, and it's 3-1 to Owen. Hitting 333 on the year, and the Timberwolves need base runners. They need to get back in us with Jones the leadoff hit. Swing, it's a pop-up. Foul ground, first base side. James coming in. The wind blows it right on the line. Might have blown it into fair territory, but he stayed with it and made the catch. Round number 1.
Definitely blew his hat off trying to make that catch.
He's got that flat bill. See, you got the flat bill in the hat. The hat comes off. Don't get a firm fit. You're Brayton Truman now. And the first pitch, a breaking ball, and it's fouled back out of play, and it's 0-1. It's warm here tonight, but of course the wind really dominating the weather. First kind of warm night you had during baseball season. That one floats high by McKee. It's even at a ball and a strike. Carson McKee, sophomore, takes a big deep breath. That one way up high. Good job by Chester to get up there and snag it. 1-2-1 the count to Truman. Reached on a fielder's choice in the second. Batting 500 coming in. And the 2-1. That floats outside. And it's 3 balls and a strike now to Truman. 8-2, Cam with the lead. 1 out, 1 on. Here on the top of the 4th. Long time at the belt. And the pitch is popped back out of play. And we're now full. Both these teams, as I mentioned early on, have a full week of games. 4 games in 5 days this week. So the key going to be out there, especially with a lead, as long as they can. The payoff pitch is popped up to second. Backing up is Coppin. And just on the edge of the outfield grass, infield dirt, he makes the play for out number 2. That'll bring on Wyatt Shires, the 9. Shires hitting 250 coming in, stands on the right side again from left to McKee, and Jones still at first. Swinging about 6 hole, hit to third, over the glove of Paulson, out into left field for a base hit. I don't think he just saw that. Sorry, Jack. I don't think he saw the ball into his mitt.
Yeah, absolutely. So glad that's the thing that you train over and over and over again as an infielder. He's trying to get a rid of. At some point, it just boils down to that randomness, that kind of emptiness that comes with being an infielder.
First pitch to Wyatt Mendenhall, swing and miss for strike 1. The leadoff hitter for the Timberwolves is 0 for 2. Mendenhall is grounded out and struck out in Southwest Valley, trying to get back in his ball game, and he takes his strike. Beautiful pitch by McKee. That had a lot of movement on it. Looked kind of like a cut fastball almost. 0-2. And a swing and miss is strike 3, and McKee able to get Mendenhall with 2 on and 2 out to retire the side. Southwest Valley, no runs, 2 hits, and 2 left to board. They go to the bottom of the 4th. Cam 8, Southwest Valley 2 on KSOM.
Make sure you're getting the best coverage for you at the most competitive rate. Hi, this is Nick Carnes with Brocker Carnes & Carnes. We are an independent insurance agency that offers coverage for your home, auto, life, farm, and everything in between. But mostly we are here to help. As an independent agency, we can shop around for the best rates and coverages from multiple companies. Stop by one of our offices or go to brockercarnes.com for a quote on your insurance. Let Brocker Carnes & Carnes help you get the best coverage at a competitive rate.
3H Customs has everything any farmer needs to be successful, and that's not an exaggeration. We offer soil sampling, crop scouting, and spraying. We also offer precision planting products, Midwest seed genetics, and nature's fertilizers. Don't forget fertilizers and anhydrous also. 3H Customs has everything the Iowa farmer needs, and we dedicate ourselves to helping each farmer be successful. For more information on how you can build that successful operation, call 249-2429 or visit 3hcustoms.com. 3H Customs, customizing your farming resources to fit your needs.
I'm craving a burrito as we come back to the bottom of the fourth inning. Reese Varney, Jack McKee along with you, 8-2. Cam leads Southwest Valley. So it'll be 2, 3, and 4 in the Cam lineup. Chase Speaker will lead things off. Gives me a chance to talk a little bit about Chase. I did an interview with him here recently. It's on our website, westerniowatoday.com. The story came on today, actually this morning in sports. I encourage you to listen to. I'm very impressed with this young man, not just because I kind of woke him up on Saturday, but the first pitch is high and inside and he will one. I mean, here is a young man who has gone through the ringer here at Cam Injury. 1-0, and he skies that one somewhat deep to left center field, up into the wind. Backing up in center field is Mendenhall, and he's there to make the catch for the first out of the inning. Speaker sends one deep to left center, but Mendenhall tracks it down. It stays up into the air. There's one away in the fourth for Braden Chester.
Another thing that people might not know about Chase Speaker, June 17th, two hits in one game. Absolutely beautiful game. I remember it like it was yesterday.
And a month later, he was hurt, shredding his knee. Chester pops that one up and back. Out of play. It's not that he won. That, of course, affected all sports, really. The football season, he was expected to be quarterback. He was an all-state quarterback his junior year. I thought McCade Paulson did a great job filling in at QBs. Chester fouls that one back. Nothing to two, the count to Chester. But with Paulson and Speaker in the backfield, it would have been double dangerous duty for other teams. With a bouncy ball into third, takes a hop off the mitt of Jones, straight up into the air, drifts in foul territory. But that's a fair ball, a hard smash by Chester. That'll be a base hit. He stays at first base. Shires came over from short to help back up on the play. Owen McCann will now pace run for Chester, a courtesy run for the catcher. And a one-out base hit will bring on Lucas James. One thing, though, that struck me in what Speaker I says, do you regret anything? I mean, do you know what would have been if you had been in football uniform? What would it have been if you had been able to play basketball, play all these sports? Since I can't look at it like that. It's just the simple things like just getting up and walking, which he couldn't do. About 8 months, stuck from the rehab. First pitch misses outside to James. 1 ball, no strikes. And I thought that was a courageous answer for a young person. The runner goes, the pitch is low, and the throw is not in time, and McCann has a stolen base. His second of the game. The runner at second, and it's 2 balls and no strikes to James. 8-2 Cam with a lead.
Definitely seeing that base running aggression you mentioned earlier. Stolen bases coming into this. It's been great.
2-0 pitch, the next guy to shallow center. Mendenhall comes in. He gets there, and gravity prevails to make the catch. He'll throw to second behind McCann, who has to slide back in head first. But 2 away in the fourth, and that'll bring on McCade Paulson. Talk on McCade. McCade, I talked to him during the fall as well. You know, it's like, you know, Speaker is there. Everybody expects him to play quarterback. Now, all of a sudden, you have to assume the position. And I thought he handled himself absolutely great. Maybe a little rough in the first game of the season, but once he got his confidence, you know, as the season wore on, Cam just looked like the Cam of old. It didn't look like they missed a beat. Snap throw to second, and it can't easily bang. Now into the line, the pitch from Mendenhall is low for low. And I said Mendenhall out in center field. Mendenhall's now pitching. I believe Bissell is now replacing him out there. 1 ball to 2 strikes to count to Paulson. 8-2. 2 outs. That one is hammered into center field. For the middle of the second baseman, Hudson Bissell out in the center. McCann comes home and scores. It's an RBI hit for McCann Paulson. And Cam pushes their lead to 9-2.
Just over the second baseman mid there. Would have loved to snag that.
Third RBI of the year for Paulson. Cam scores his second run of the night. It's a 2-out RBI hit. That'll bring on Zachary Kaufman. Wind continues to rustle. First pitch, good breaking ball in there for a called strike. Runner goes. The snap tag is in time. No, I thought that was a good tag by Hudson Bissell. He had to reach across the bag. The ball was thrown to the left side of the bag. He reached across. I was very close.
Yeah, it looked really close from all the way back here.
It'll be a stolen base for Paulson. Nothing in one to count. Breaking ball, and it's fouled back to the screen on the ground by Kaufman. And it's 0-2 now. Kaufman has walked, singled, scored twice. And got one run with 2 outs in the first. Get any 2-out runs on the second. 2-run home run by Bauer, leading off the third round. And the bouncing ball, that ball is high. Into left field for a base hit. Crozier comes up, but he will not throw. Home scoring easily is Paulson. And Zach Kaufman delivers an RBI hit. And 2 good.
Great 2-out rally here brought on by the Cougars. And now, Colin Bauer, 2 home runs in this one. I'm excited to see what he does here at the Bucks.
Make it 3 for 3. And the linebacker steps in for Cam. Stalks Mendenhall. First pitch is low for ball 1. A 2-run blast for Bauer to the right of the scoreboard. In the second, a 2-run blast to the left of the scoreboard in the third. And he was looking for more swing and miss of the ball outside. Good pitch by Mendenhall. It's even now at 1-1.
Yeah, it's dead silent when that pitch comes across the plate. Everyone eager to see what Colin Bauer does here.
It's a turning now. If anybody was reading a book or doing something, their now eyes are on this game. The 1-1. Good breaking ball. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Best pitch we've seen from Mendenhall. On a relief of Walker Bissell. But Cam leads it 10-2 with 2 outs, runner at first here in the bottom of the 4th. The dangerous Bauer at the plate. And the 1-2 pitch. Fastball squirts away from the catcher Wetzel. And down to second on the wild pitch will be Kaufman. So now a runner in scoring position. You don't really need the home run now. All you need is just a little poke someplace. 2-2. The deuces are wild. Swing the direction. Able to get him on 3 strikes, and that will retire the side. But Cam scores 2 on 3 hits. There was 1 man left through 4 innings complete. It's Cam 10, Southwest Valley 2 on KSOM.
Anita Supply Center is here for you. From the big jobs to the small tasks, we're here to help. Hi, this is Kim with a reminder of our hours, so when you need our help, we're here. Anita Supply Center is open Monday through Fridays, 7 to 5, and Saturdays, 8 until noon. We're here 6 days a week for all your building, landscaping, how-to projects, repairs, and more. We offer free in-home measurements, free estimates, and can help you put your ideas together. Anita Supply Center is open 6 days a week for all your home improvement and building needs.
Cass Health in Atlantic, Iowa is a nationally recognized hospital, and we are proud of the awards and all of our recent accomplishments. But do you know what drives us to be the very best? You. We're passionate about helping our patients heal and feel their very best at any age and any stage of life. Cass Health, neighbors caring for neighbors.
The first pitch from Carson Makita, Brody Crozier misses low as we head to the 5th. 10-2, Cam with the lead over Southwest Valley. Crozier has reached base twice. Good breaking ball in there for a called strike. Throws Crozier there. It's now even at 1-1. The lefty into the wide. And the pitch bounces in the dirt. 2 balls at a strike to Crozier. Reached on an infield single in the first. Stole second. Later scored on a base hit from Gavin Wetzel. That one's in the dirt as well. 3-1, Crozier. And then Wetzel, after that base hit, he would score on a bunt hit. Swing and a little bouncing ball hit to first. Scooped up by James. He'll step on the bag just before Crozier's arrival. And one away here in the fifth. That'll bring on Wetzel.
See, a lot of lucky breaks here for Carson McKee on the mound. We've seen, encounters where he's gotten up to like 3-1 and kind of like drastic situations. Kind of just gets bailed out by simple grounders and just easy outs.
Actually, I misspoke. Crozier actually scored on the RBI bunt hit by Bissell, who's on deck. First pitch is up and away for ball one. And then Wetzel scored on Ethan Johnston's kind of comebacker back to the mound. Swing and miss for strike one, and it's even at 1-1 strike. Wetzel has walked, singled, scored, stolen a base. It's only been Crozier and Wetzel really who've done much damage against McKee. And it's not really major damage. Wow, that's a strike inside. That turned Wetzel around. He thought it was ball two. Instead, it's 1-2 to Gavin Wetzel. This Valley hasn't really hit a lot of hard balls. That one floats outside off the top of the mitt of Chester. He's really kind of kept their bats in check. I mean, there's been a little poke here, poke there, but not a lot of hard hit balls. 2-2, a ground ball right back up the middle, deflects off the mid of McKee. Popping at second to first. And time. And there's two away. The old deflection off the mid from the pitcher to the second baseman at first. Just like they wrote it up.
Just made it easier on second. Valiant effort there by Carson McKee. Right way to stick with it over on second.
And it looks like McKee has reached his pitch limit. So he is done, and he gives them 4 2/3 strong innings. And head coach Mick Long is out to make a change. Cam leads 10-2, 2 outs, and nobody on at the top of the fifth inning. I'll tell you about the new Cam picture when we turn back.
What's it mean to be in good hands? It means you get an expert agent who's in it for the long haul. We'll get to know you and be there for you as your coverage needs change. I'm Craig Hummel at Hummel Insurance Services, and we work with Allstate Insurance. Let us help you choose the right amount of protection to meet your needs and see for yourself what it means to be in good hands. Call Hummel Insurance Services or stop in anytime.
Comes in from shortstop. He's made one pitch performance this year. He's in relief. He has 2 innings. About 5 for runs in 7 innings. And struck out 2. Pop up, and it's fouled back, and a diving play by Chester, but he showed the ball like he made the catch, but no. He didn't quite make it. A good job by Chester, at least to try and get away with it.
Chris, I thought I had a chance of catching that one. I mean, it's really high up. It was right splitting.
So 1 now to Bissell, and that one just misses by Speaker. 1 ball and 1 strike. Pitch, and it's fouled away to the screen. Now 1-2. I was looking at the stats, and all of a sudden everybody started playing. I was like, uh-oh, am I in the line of fire? Okay. 1-2 squeeze for a ball per strike. And that will retire the side here in the fifth. Our first 1, 2, 3 inning of this entire game. You go to the bottom of the fifth inning. Cam needs 2 runs in this game outright. And he did 10-2. The wind is blowing everything away. We're back into this on KSOM.
When it comes to your investments, I know you have a choice. Hi, I'm Mark Smith, certified financial planner and registered investment advisor with Principal Financial Group. Today I want to say thank you, Southwest Iowa. Thank you for allowing me the opportunity to serve the community for 39 years. Over the years, you've given me the opportunity to get to know you and your family. Thank you for your trust, your confidence, and most of all, your relationship. If I can help you with your financial plan, please give me a call at 712-243-2466. Mark Smith, Principal Financial in Atlantic.
Did you know that Mexican food is considered to be healthy?
What? How do you figure?
Almost every dish has vegetables. Salsa, all vegetables. Guacamole, avocados, and corn tortillas. They're naturally gluten-free.
Okay, I get it. Tacos, lettuce and tomato. So Rancho Grande for dinner?
Race you to the car.
Add more vegetables to your diet at Rancho Grande in Atlantic, and then you can indulge in a guilt-free margarita, imported beer, or dessert. Choose a healthier option at Rancho Grande. Open 7 days a week.
Our new pitcher in for Southwest Valley is Jones. Third pitcher of the ball game. Jones is a freshman. This is his third appearance of the year. No record, no ERA. And his first 3 innings is not allowed run. Well, he's allowed 3 runs, but none of them earned. Opponents batting 154 against him. Surprised that maybe Jones is in there. Of course, they got 3 other games to play, so I'm sure his pitch count will be kept low so he can be used at some point. Maybe tomorrow, maybe Thursday. Aiden Winther will lead things off for Cam. They lead it 10-2. If they score 2 runs here in this inning, they'll win it on the 10-1 rule. Winther stands in against Jones. First pitch is popped up. Foul ground, third base side. That'll get out of play.
I believe I see Kalen Anstey in the batting circle for Cam. That'll be replacement. Not sure for
Mason Calhoun can hit her next. So that breaking ball by Jones is low. 1-1 strike. Winther is 0 for 1. He is walked. Scored a run. Struck out. 1 run for Cam in the first, 5 in the second. Breaking ball swing. That's struck 2. Good pitch by Jones. First, it's wild RBI hit by James after a double by Brayton Chester. The 5th, a leadoff walk to Coughlin, a 2-run blast by Bauer. That almost hit Winther. It's inside, 2 the count. After Bauer's 2-1 blast, then Bissell, the wheels started falling off for him. Walked 3 of the 4 batters. Blocked them loaded. That one's in the dirt. The count is full now to Winther. Wild pitch in there that forced in a run. RBI hit from Chester. An RBI grounder for James. 6 earned runs allowed by Bissell. Breaking ball, little low, ball 4, and the leadoff batter is aboard. That'll bring on a pinch hitter for Calhoun. Caitlin Nancy. Nancy will hit with Winther on at first. Cam again in the ball game. See if he decides to play small ball at the top of the lineup on deck, and Carson McKee. Everybody can run for Cam. This pitch to Nancy, swing and miss for strike 1. So that 5-run second inning for Cam, and in the third, a leadoff single by Kaufman, and Bauer, another 2-run thump. And that made it 8-0, or 8-1. So that one's off the fist and fouled on the first base side. And let me correct myself again, it was 8-2 because Southwest Valley scored 2 in the top of the first. It was 8-2, and then Cam scored 2 runs in the bottom of the fourth. RBI single by Paulson and Kaufman. Breaking ball, swing and a miss by Hanson. He's down on strikes. And there's one away here in the 5th. And that'll bring on McKee. Carson still looking for his first hit of the evening. He's 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. But he's in line to win this one. First pitch by Jones in the dirt. McKee goes 4 2/3 innings. He allows 2 earned runs on 5 hits, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts. Not bad for your first start.
definitely saw some things I really liked out of him.
The 1-0, and that's Sky to straightaway center field. Mendenhall coming on, and it dives. It's a catch. Back out to center field for out number 2. I believe it was Bissell who replaced him in center, and he made some running catches in the fourth, including one that was hit deep by Speaker down stand. And now Mendenhall back at center, and he makes a great play there.
Yeah, beautiful diving catch. Just one of those moments in baseball where everything right as a hitter, and it's still up to that unpredictability of the sport as to whether you'll be on base or not.
First pitch to Speaker, and he rips it down the line in left. That's going to be a base hit. That will go all the way to the wall. Running hard from first is Winter. He's rounding third. The relay to third's cut off. It's an RBI double by Speaker. And Cam leads 11-2. So Chase gets his first hit of the ninth. And now he represents the winning run. And Braden Chester now the batter. And Keegan Longabaugh is coming out, and I think that's going to be it for Jones. He wants to limit his pitches, so he wants to use them. Well, unless he's just going to talk here with his team. I thought maybe he'd take out Jones here and go to his fourth pitcher just to finish this game off, but he's not going to do it, it looks like. It'll goes long until he's talking to his team. They discuss strategy. Speaker on at second. Chester, the bat. I don't know if he liked what he heard from his guys, because he stopped as he was going back to the dugout, looked back, and then he started walking back to the dugouts. Certainly can't be pleased with the scoreboard here in the fifth inning. 11-2. Cam on top. Here is Chester. Braden steps in, and he's been perfect tonight. And he takes the first pitch, a breaking ball low for ball one. Chester, 3 for 3. If it wasn't for Bauer, he might be considered player of the game. A double, 2 singles, an RBI, and his courtesy runner has scored 1. The 1-0, breaking ball low. And it's 2-0 to Chester. One thing I like about this Cam team is they're a good hitting team top to bottom. There's no really easy out. You can't let off against any other hitters. 2-0. And Chester ducks out of the way of ball 3. A fake throw by Wetzel. Speaker says, "Oh, go ahead." 3-0 to count to Chester. West Valley had 2 blowout wins to start the season, but ran into a good East Union squad, and now they've run into a good Cam team. The 3-0. It's low, 4-pitch walk. There was no necessary to throw that ball to short, but I don't think Chester knew what the count was.
He had thrown it like it was like a strikeout. No. It's both. I don't think Chase was at any threat of moving third on that one.
Well, Chester didn't go. I mean, he was not sure maybe of what the call of the pitch was or what, but either way, it's a walk. McCann will run for him, and here's Lucas James. And the first pitch, and that is ripped deep to left. If it's fair, it's gone. If it's foul, it is foul. It's not.
He's a hit there for Lucas James. Maybe he can make the adjustment slightly to the red on this one, make it fair.
James is 1 for 3 with 2 RBIs and an RBI hit and an RBI grounder. He flew out the center his last time. Breaking ball is a ground ball, sharply hit to short. Shires will scoop it up, go to second, pull the short out, and that will retire the side. Cam gets 1 on 2 hits, a walk, and 2 left aboard. So we go to the 6th. 11-2 Cougars. You're on KSOM.
Got a leak? A clog? Or maybe it's time for a brand new bathroom. Furnace or AC needs some attention? Or are you interested in floor heating? Call Fikes Plumbing and Services. Your trusted local experts in so many areas is now serving the Greenfield and Atlantic areas. From quick fixes to major renovations, Fikes Plumbing and Services has you covered with fast, friendly, and reliable service. With 30 years of service, Fikes licensed professionals tackle every job with care, ensuring your home stays comfortable and safe. Don't wait. Call Fikes Plumbing and Services today for your HVAC, plumbing, sewer, and septic needs.
Are you ready to be part of something bigger? I'm Myron Stein, president of Stein Seed Company. We're seeking exceptional individuals like you to join our team as independent sales representatives. If you're passionate about agriculture, ready to make a difference, and want unlimited earning potential, join the Stein team as an ISR. To learn more about open positions near you, contact your local Stein RSA, Darren Petty, at area code 712-249-5884.
So Cam cannot finish the game off in the fifth. We head to the sixth inning, 11-2, Cougars on top. Coach Long was hoping to end it right there. Not allow Speaker to throw anything more, but he's out there in relief of McKee, who's in line to win this one. Ethan Johnston will lead things off in Southwest Valley. Now they got to find a way to crawl back in this one. First pitch to Johnson is grounded slowly to third. Bouncer Paulson up with it. Goes across in time to get Johnston. One pitch out. You're in the sixth.
Showcase of that beautiful arm from Lucas James. He's been great for the Cougars on the mound and on defense throughout his career.
One away for Casey Jones. He's the third. First pitch in there for a called strength. McKee is at first now.
Yeah.
Didn't get that change. They never announced the changes. Here's a high pop-up into shallow second. Coming on is Kaufman, and he's there to make the play for out number 2. Check that, that's Paulson. Paulson at second.
Nice. Great work out of this one.
New infield. James now at third. Speaker, the shortstop, Paulson, is at second base, and McKee over at first. And so 2 outs for Caleb Owen. First pitch in there for a called strike.
Kaufman, shortstop.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Thank you.
Yep. No problem. Pretty big spot.
Speaker can't. He's good, but he can't be in 2 places at one time. That one is low, and it's ball and a strike to Owen. So Kaufman moves from second to short. He almost hit him. As a matter of fact, Owen actually swung. It's going to be a foul ball. It's a break for Cam there. Not a good break for Owen, as he actually swung at a ball that might have hit him in the stomach. 1-2 the count to Owen. 2 outs, nobody on here on the top of the 6th inning. Speaker on relief of McKee stays in the game at first. The dirt scoots all the way back to the screen, and Chester says, I don't want anything of that.
I'm not sure if you saw that. We saw Chase Speaker say no to one and then kind of shrugged his shoulders at the second one and said, yeah, why not?
The 2-2. And that's a strike 3. Checked his swing. Ball bounces away. Chester comes up and cuts him out at first. He was deep by the screen, so not an easy throw for Chester to make, but he does. And that will retire the side in the 6th. 3 up, 3 down. Paulson is retired. Excuse me. McKee was right. Speaker is retired all 4 he's faced. Boy, that 6th inning didn't help me. 3 up, 3 down. We go to the bottom of the 6th. 11-2 Cam. That's all, folks. Back in a minute on KSOM.
Peace of mind isn't easy to have these days, unless you shop at McCunn Specialty Firearms. McCunn Specialty Firearms has teamed up with Iowa Safe Company to bring you a full showroom of their top-notch safes. Keep legal documents, family valuables, cash, and firearms safe from children, intruders, and fire. Put your mind at ease with Iowa Safe Company and McCunn Specialty Firearms. Open Tuesday through Friday 9 to 6, Saturday 9 to 5, and Sunday 1 to 4. McCunn Specialty Firearms, your first stop for your Second Amendment right, on the corner of 148 and 92.
Make sure you're getting the best coverage for you at the most competitive rate. Hi, this is Nick Carnes with Brocker Carnes & Carnes. We are an independent insurance agency that offers coverage for your home, auto, life, farm, and everything in between. But mostly we are here to help. As an independent agency, we can shop around for the best rates and coverages from multiple companies. Stop by one of our offices or go to brockercarnes.com for a quote on your insurance. Let Brocker Carnes & Carnes help you get the best coverage at a competitive rate.
All right, so we go to the bottom of the sixth inning. Chris Varney checking the key here. Just a few minutes past 7 o'clock. KSOM and McKay Paulson was scheduled to lead off, but we have a hitter for McKay. And the first pitch is in there for a called strike.
Braxton Dennis, I believe.
Braxton Dennis. Gonna go deep on my rock. Dennis hitting for Paulson. And the 0-1 pitch from Jones. Swung on and driven into shallow center field, but Mendenhall comes on to make the play for out number 1. Good hard hit ball by Dennis, but tracked down by Mendenhall. And that'll bring on Kaufman, who'll stay in the lineup. And he's 2 for 2.
Yeah, really nice liner there from Braxton Dennis. Even if he didn't go away with a hit, that's something a head coach likes to see. A lot of nice fundamentals there on display.
Kaufman has reached base all 3 times. First pitch from Jones is up high for ball 1. Kaufman has scored twice. He's walked, single, and single. Scored a run drove in a run in the 4th. 11-2 Cam. The 1-0 and a swing and a miss for strike 1. Cam will take on Stanton tomorrow as they go to the corner conference. Southwest Valley, meanwhile, they're back in their conference in the Pride of Iowa, and they visit Wayne. That one's in the dirt by Jones, and it's 2 balls and a strike to Kaufman. The only problem here, as I see it, is that Jones is using a lot of pitches, so he's going to have to at least have a day off. But I would think they would want to limit him to a certain number of pitches so he could pitch on Thursday. That is 65 pitches. Count is 2-2 to Kaufman. You only allow so many pitches to have so many days off. If you go 1 to 25, you don't have to have any rest at all. That one's in the dirt. It actually bounced right in front of a home plate. The count is full. Kaufman. Pitcher goes 26 to 40 pitches. They have to have 1 day. 2 days, it's 41 to 65. 3 days, it's 66 to 90. You go 91, max allowed is 110. The payoff pitch is high and inside, ball 4. Walked with 1 away. Second walk allowed. Check that. Third walk allowed by Jones. And that'll bring on Mr. Colin Bauer. You are allowed to go over 110 pitches. If you reach your 110 and you're in the middle of an at-bat, you're allowed to finish the at-bat. Once that at-bat is over with, then you have to come out the ball. There is a way to go over 110. It happens. It does happen. And each team has one guy that's usually designated to keep track of the pitches. It's kind of all the time what they do. Have to keep track. You're going to walk Bauer intentionally. The runner at first, the ultimate respect. Bauer is going to be walked. Usually have a base open, but this time they're just going to send him to first.
Sometimes rarely see it. You're feeling good if you're calling Bauer there.
Feel even better if the bases were loaded and they walked you. That's what happened to Barry Bonds several times. Other players, I haven't seen it done. It's happened. Here's Caden Winther now. Breaking ball and a snake miss through strike 1. Winther still looking for his first hit of the night, but he's walked twice. Scored twice. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. 11-2 Cam. 2 on, 1 out. They need 1 run to win it here in the bottom of the 6th. The 0-1. Hey, inside, it's off the mitt, and will go back towards the screen. The runners will move up. Now the winning run is 90 feet away on the pass ball. Wetzel needed to open the mitt that time and hit the top part of the mitt. Now there's 1-1 now to Winther. Don't want to end the game on a wild pitch. That's for sure. Now they're going to walk Winther. So now the bases are loaded. And really, it's not a bad idea to walk Winter. With the runners moving up, now you got a force play in every base. He doesn't mean anything. Neither does Fowler second. It really is all top. Is the number 9 hitter, Nancy. Swing, and there's a drive, and that's hit deep to left. Going back, and it's up against the wall, and it's the end of the ball game. And Cam wins it by a final of 12-2.
Wow. Kalen Anstey.
Kalen Anstey with the drive to left, hit it over the head of Brody Crozier, and that will end the ball game here tonight. Anstey with a big hit. And Cam wins it by a final of 12-2. Big win for the Cougars as they go to 3-0 in the season. Southwest Valley falls to 2-2. 12-2, the final score. We'll take a break. Back with the totals and wrap this one up here on KSOM.
Peace of mind isn't easy to have these days, unless you shop at McCunn Specialty Firearms. McCunn Specialty Firearms has teamed up with Iowa Safe Company to bring you a full showroom of their top-notch safes. Keep legal documents, family valuables, cash, and firearms safe from children, intruders, and fire. Put your mind at ease with Iowa Safe Company and McCunn Specialty Firearms. Open Tuesday through Friday 9 to 6, Saturday 9 to 5, and Sunday 1 to 4. McCunn Specialty Firearms, your first stop for your Second Amendment right, on the corner of 148 and 92.
Make sure you're getting the best coverage for you at the most competitive rate. Hi, this is Nick Carnes with Brocker Carnes & Carnes. We are an independent insurance agency that offers coverage for your home, auto, life, farm, and everything in between. But mostly we are here to help. As an independent agency, we can shop around for the best rates and coverages from multiple companies. Stop by one of our offices or go to brockercarnes.com for a quote on your insurance. Let Brocker Carnes & Carnes help you get the best coverage at a competitive rate.
3H Customs has everything any farmer needs to be successful, and that's not an exaggeration. We offer soil sampling, crop scouting, and spraying. We also offer precision planting products, Midwest seed genetics, and nature's fertilizers. Don't forget fertilizers and anhydrous also. 3H Customs has everything the Iowa farmer needs, and we dedicate ourselves to helping each farmer be successful. For more information on how you can build that successful operation, call 249-2429 or visit 3hcustoms.com. 3H Customs, customizing your farming resources to fit your needs.
Anita Supply Center is here for you. From the big jobs to the small tasks, we're here to help. Hi, this is Kim with a reminder of our hours, so when you need our help, we're here. Anita Supply Center is open Monday through Fridays, 7 to 5, and Saturdays, 8 until noon. We're here 6 days a week for all your building, landscaping, how-to projects, repairs, and more. We offer free in-home measurements, free estimates, and can help you put your ideas together. Anita Supply Center is open 6 days a week for all your home improvement and building needs.
The Timberwolves scored those 2 runs at the top of the first inning, Jack, and then it was all Cougars running.
Yeah, we saw a lot of great things from the Camp Cougar squad. Let me get started with the bats. I mean, Paulin Bauer hitting 2 home runs in this one. That is excellent batting from him. We've seen a lot of him lately, whether it's track, whether it's basketball, whether it's football. He's been doing great for this Camp Cougar squad in all sports. Beyond that, I mean, Braden Chester did great. I believe he went 3 for 3. And beyond that, I mean, just great batting. And it was never really easy for Southwest Valley when it came to the defense. I mean, like you said, top to bottom, Camp Cougar has a lot of offense.
They do indeed. And back to the drawing board for Southwest Valley. I think they're going to win some games this year. But it was Bissell, after pitching pretty well in the first inning, did give up a run with 2 hits in the first. He ended up striking out the side in the first inning after a double by Braden Chester. RBI single by Lucas James, struck out to Cade Paulson to end that threat. But then the walks came to him in the second. Cam got more patience at the plate. Poppin got the leadoff walk, and it Bauer the 2-run blast. And then a walk, a strikeout, walk. So you give up 4 walks in an inning, and all 4 of those walks scored. So, I mean, that's just, you gotta get control. And his pitches were going way too high, and Cam kind of helped him with some bad swings, I think, in the first inning. But they made their adjustments and started taking. made him pay. And then Chester, an RBI single, RBI grounder by James. Second, another 2-run homer by Bauer. And if they're this time Bitts was out of the game and Mendenhall. And Cam just kept the pressure on. Southwest Valley just could not keep them off the base paths. The line totals in the ball game, and they're unofficial. For Southwest Valley, 2 runs on 5 hits, no errors. They lead 5. For Cam, 12 runs on 12 hits, no errors. They lead 5. And Carson McKee in his first ever start, Cam gets the win. He goes to 1-0 since Walker Bissell takes the loss. He falls to 0-2. Time of the ball game, if I get my math correctly, is 1 hour 49 minutes. No, 39 minutes. 1 hour 39 minutes. And Southwest Valley now 2-2 in the season. Cam is now 3-0. We will turn our attention to the Hawkeye 10 conference, and tomorrow evening here on KSOM, we're heading to Carroll as the Harlan Cyclones, a state tournament team the last 2 years, will take on Kemper Catholic. That will be a single game at the site of the 1A and 2A state tournament, Merchants Park. That will be tomorrow with a 7 o'clock first pitch. All the action right here on KSOM. By the way, tune in on our sister station, KS95. Tom Robinson on the air right now in Harlan. Softball action between Atlantic and the Cyclones. That's on our sister station, KS95. That'll wrap things up here tonight. I want to thank Michael Sheriff back to the studios for helping us out a little bit. For Jack McKee, this is Chris Varney signing off from Cam High School. Reminding you once again the final score here tonight. It's Cam 12, Southwest Valley 2. Good night, everybody, from Anita, Iowa on